Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everyone. This is SM404 Communication for Professional. We are on the topic number 5, Workplace Communications. So ready your pen and paper, we start the lessons now. Okay, as always you can refer to this textbook on all the details, all the notes for this one. I think you get more information from this textbook. Okay, look at the, I think 192, sorry. Okay, 190, no, 186. It start with 192 pages. Okay, so here we're gonna learn about the okay, I think start this one lah. Present. Okay, workplace communication. What you have in your mind? Actually, workplace is where you gonna have a 8 to 5 on the weekdays. Maybe some of you gonna experience on the weekend, Saturday, half days. How you interact with people in your place of work lah. Alright. Okay. Learning outcome. At the end of this topic, student will be able to define workplace communication. So actually, it's different lah. When you want to interact with your colleague and with your boss, your supervisor, your CEOs, and deal with the customer, we have to be uh, tertakluk lah kepada ethics of this, what's your organization are. Okay, so it's not the same as you communicate with your friends or you communicate with your families. So in the workplace communication, because we are representing the organization's name, okay, we bear the names of the company, we must act professionally. All right. And then, okay, identify 4 primary types of organizations, and also explain the communication networks in the workplace, understand the steps to effectively prepare for employment interviews. Okay, there's some of these, they touch on this, interviews, and demonstrate communication competence in the workplace. Of course, how well you gonna get along with your colleague and your team members, and of course practice ethical workplace communication behavior. Alright, intro in the workplace communication is, as you know, each of us belong to several different organizations which are social, collective, or group of people in which activities are coordinated and to achieve both individual and collective goals. So every company have their mission and visions, so we are strive to actually meet that mission's goal and everything. All right, it's different. Okay, I can say that in the organization we have like, okay, like myself right now is, I'm a lecturer. It's on the education's environments. Okay, in the higher institutions, education, and some of you later maybe go on the retails mean maybe go to the uh, supermarkets, okay, and maybe go to the small shops. Okay, and then we got this some like manufacturings, you stay up in the factories. Okay, maybe you interact with, not less interaction with people, more interaction with machines. Okay, and there are like I think we're gonna go details on that later. Okay, on the workplace organizations, okay, it's contribute meaningful to this organization. To contribute meaningful to this organization, we must have some understanding of how communication functions in this setting, as well understanding the skills that are most salient to organizational context. Example, gang jemah for gossiping activity, or gang rewang for traveling or leisure activities. So we gonna have like that kind of culture if you join this organization or company. Okay, myself, I have, I think I can highlight 2 company lah, which is before I become a lecturer. First, my job is on this IT engineer. It's on the manufacturing company. Okay, on that things, yeah, I mostly interact with computers lah. Okay, less meet with customers or client because I'm the on the IT parts. I just deal with this. We call it an outsource. We they outsource this coding code to the Indian peoples in India, programmers from India. So I just deal with them how to troubleshoot on the actual side lah. So yeah, it's different. And then after that, my second job, biggest job, I work at the HQ of this GCH retail Giant actually. Okay, actually Giant got Guardians and also the cold storage. So if imagine, that one is on the retail. Of course, that the time I have the opportunity to meet a lot of people, the contractors that attach to the Giant, the suppliers, of course the peoples in the supermarket, hypermarkets, and this uh, every stall lah, every part of the divisions in the hypermarkets, because in the hypermarket they got like apa ni section lah, section by they have a department heads of this, maybe ada barang basah, ada barang kering, ada food, ada ikan, sayur, apa lagi forgot already. So it's different, alright. And of course the culture on this your team members also is different. Okay, depends on their, I can say, like my time during IT engineer, mostly I surrounded by mix Chinese and Malays. And then when I go to the retails, I mix mostly like Indian, Chinese, and and other some external contractor outsourced from Philippines. So the surrounding is different. Okay. Okay. Organization communication, the ways in which a group of people both maintain the structure and order through the symbolic interaction and allow individual actors the freedom to accomplish their goals. As long you accomplish the goal, um, it's not gonna be a problem. Alright. Through the organization communication, hierarchy is established among people and communication is used to create order to accomplish personal goals. Of course, like last time I'm like just coolie macam coolie team members, I have to report to my supervisor, and my supervisor have to report to the IT managers, IT manager, and then report to the what they call it, regional manager. After that, we got CEO and so on. Alright, so we have to go by the flow, right? Next type of organization. Okay, this one economic orientations. Okay, this one as I said, more on the retails. Political orientation, yes, that's a different kind of environments. Integration orientations, okay, I'm not sure on this one. And pattern maintenance orientation, okay, I think they will go one by one this one. Okay, for the academic orientation, organization that manufacture a product, kenapa tulisan macam ni? Manufacture product and offer services for consumer. Okay, that's just like I said, like retail, Tesco, Giant here in Sarawak. We got Survey, apa lagi? Sensen, Everwin, Unaco, and then H&L. Okay, that's all is on this economic orientation on the retails. Political orientation, organization that generate and distribute power and control within the society. Okay, I think you got that. Example, state and federal, of course, the government related company, not company lah. Contoh macam apa? Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Sarawak. Contoh SDMC, Sarawak Disaster Management Control. Okay, that is related to political, means control everything and make sure the government function is working on lah. And of course, the next one is integration orientation, organization that help, and media 10 mediated resolve and discord among member of society. Example, court system, public interest group, conflict management center. I can say this one, they have a special interest lah, like pertubuhan kebajikan anak yatim ke, macam tu ke, public interest groups, yeah, conflict management center. Okay, it's integration orientation. I think SDMC belongs to this integration orientations. Okay, compared to the previous one on the political. Okay, and then we got pattern maintenance orientation, organization that promotes the culture, educational angularity and development within the society. Example, school and social support center. I think this one straight macam like a university, and of course the kindergarten. Okay, got patterns, meaning that they will cycle this kind of activities again and again kan. Macam sekolah. Betul tak? Alright, if I'm wrong, you just can correct me later on. Alright, next is communication network. Okay, it's a pattern of relationship through the which information flows in an organization. It can take many forms depending the complexity of the organization. Actually, how the information or distribution of information going on the company or organization. Of course, we got two kind of this communication, I think formal and informal. Formal, mostly message that follow prescribed channel of communication throughout the organization. Usually, this one on using email, okay, like a really straightforward straightforward instructions, okay. Job responsibility, what have to do by that week, have to submit next week, whatever on the report ke. Alright, that's a formal communication through the email. Mostly they're gonna use this schema punya sentence lah. And then of course informal communication is direction that do not follow the formal upward and downward structure of the organization but emerge out of less formal interaction among organizational members. This one I think mostly more interaction with the college, which is not likely strictly on the works, okay, not related to work, maybe just hanging out ke macam tu, okay. Alright, ada sedikit lagi for this explanation for formal communication. It's a downward communication, message flowing from supervisor to subordinates, meaning that we got the instruction from the top management. For the upward communication, message flowing from subordinate to superiors, maybe we in the meeting have to give a feedback, so the team members have to report everything to the CEO, manager, supervisor, and then we have the horizontal communication, message between members of an organization who have equal power. It depends. If we are appointed as the team leaders, we have to act as a same level as the supervisor and so on. Okay. And we got this communication network can extend beyond the organization. So organizational committees, group of similar businesses or club that have common interests and become networked together to provide mutual support and resources. Okay, like macam dulu I masa on the retail, we got this external contractor like macam mana? Contoh printer punya company HP. So HP is the provider of this printer punya parts kan. So we contact them, so they're gonna be just do all the maintenance on the supply everything, toner ke, supply the parts of the printers ke to the our company lah macam tu. Alright. Boundary spanner, sorry. An individual will share information between groups and establish strategic vision for collaboration. Okay, this one mostly we invited others, external contractors lah to give mostly this one like what they call it, consultant. Sorry, yeah, which is they are helping us to get the mission done, the mission goals done, projects done on time because they are expertise who have this experience, knowledge, or something lah can help increase or improve the projects. Alright. Okay, next, preparing for the job market. Oh, dah habis tadi. Tadi more tadi on these communication networks and this orientation maintenance, okay, for different kind of organizations. And next we go to this preparing for the job market. Number one is a personal brand. To have a success in the job market, we must define and communicate our personal brand. Meaning that yourself lah sekarang ni. Your personal attributes and value that can be consistently communicate to others. So here actually, yes, different person have a different kinds of attitudes and different kinds of value. Personality, like I can say. We can see through like this person on this from his attire, from his way of speaking, so we know a little bit lah on this person's values or brands. Okay. Okay, next is conducting a self inventory. Okay, imagine that you are on this preparing for the job market tadi kan. So defining our personal brand begin with a careful self inventory based on like work and educational experience. Of course, right now you are pursuing your degree in office system management. So actually when you go outside, maksudnya graduated later, you want to apply for a job, the office system management degree is not enough. Seriously, you have to have something office system management plus what? Okay, plus what tu is maybe is something that related to your hobbies ke atau your interest. Contoh lah macam IT. Okay, like me, I am on the actually I'm from the IT background. Okay, because I do my degree in information system, and then after that I do my master degree on information technology. Plus, okay, plus what tu I also have electronics or electrical background because last time I'm have a diploma in electric and electronic engineering from Polytechnic. As you know, Polytechnic has a 50-50 hands-on and this theory. So we have like a sijil electric class 1, 2, 3 macam tu lah. And then of course I add my another plus, okay, IT tadi electric plus another one is on the IT security and IT management. Sama juga IT but more in the security is another part. So you have to put some more value lah from your actual educational experience. So not like just like one only. If you just one, you cannot compete with others. And then of course the motivation and the goals. Okay, this is self-related to what you are intend to be. Okay, mesti semua ada ambitions, right? So what actually you want to do after you graduate? So you have to pursue that goal. Okay, and strength and the weaknesses, of course. Okay, like and dislike. Okay, skills. Okay, this one skills is nowadays I can say in Malaysia, on Malaysia punya culture or this opportunity to works, people value more on the skill compared to paper punya qualifications. Faham tak? Even if you have a doctor PhD but you don't have any hands-on skill, okay, using buat blah 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 computer ke apa ke, it's useless lah, macam your PhD boleh pakai, but just for the educational punya, for the educational environment, yes. Untuk jadi lecturer pensyarah boleh, but for the working in the company, be a consultant, so that's need the skills lah. And of course, your communication skills, soft skills, which is what we are doing right now, is the most important. Okay, everything that you have on this educational goals, strength, weakness, if you cannot convey this message, or you cannot explain to the interviewer nanti later on, you cannot communicate effectively, shows that what actually you can do, you can have, you can offer to them. So it's not really matters lah. Alright, so soft skill is the most important thing. And of course, roles in extracurricular activities. That's why in university we just not have a class, makan, tidur, 3K katil, cafe, kelas. Tu dululah. Now sekarang ODL bukan 3K lagi. Roles in extracurricular activity ni meaning that cuba wakil universiti in the sport ke, main badminton ke, bola ke. Tapi wakil universiti kena menang lah. Maksudnya yes, pergi tournament for kita ada apa kalau ni, bukan, kalau staff kita ada Karista. Kalau mun student apa dia punya nama sukan tu, I'm not sure. Bukan setakat sukan, on the society, persatuan, it's also is additional points over there. So that's why you have to be active, not just like okay semester 1 you don't join any society. Sebenarnya kita we have a lot of society in the UiTM. Ada persatuan bahasa, ada persatuan drum apa tu, kita punya kebudayaan. We got, of course, every course have their own society. Like kita on this apa ni, Office System Management, we got OSIS for degree, OMSA for the diploma. So try to be active, join the OSIS ke. You can contact Miss Faz. I interested to be a members of AJK bureau for this OSIS. I can offer what to the society, maksudnya persatuan. Okay, contoh you pandai ambil gambar lah, you can take a picture, you ada experience using the SLR ke, so you can yes offer. I can take a nice picture and then you can use my skill to lah do a marketing ke, do a Instagram pictures, whatever. Alright, so extracurricular activity ni try to join one lah. During your university time, it's not just you study, you fall flat ke dapat apa grade A+, tip top student, but if you don't have any extracurricular activities ni, you don't get anywhere, seriously. Okay, we also have this anugerah pelajar terbaik se-university, maksudnya keseluruhan lah. Maksudnya yes, in education, in this academic, memang terbaik, bagus. And of course dalam curricular activity ni, curriculum, also excellent. Alright, so try to join lah, if you want to know more. You can ask kita punya HEP lah. Under HEP, all is on this program ni, hal ehwal pelajar. Of course the professional experience, okay, that will reflect to what you are right now, and interests and hobbies. Okay, do some meaningful hobbies lah, not like just your hobby is what, makan, tidur. It's not like hobby, that one. If you stated that during the interview, eat and sleeping, if I as the interviewer, memang I just this person is boring seriously. Alright, talent and aptitude and achievement, of course, kena ada achievement ni sebenarnya. Alright, sorry. And of course, what is important to you in a position and organization? It must be related to work that you are applying for. Okay. Alright, next, conducting self-interview. Of course, you have to after answering this question, we will be armed with a series of fact statement and value statement. By combining fact and value statement, we can articulate our personal brand through a statement. I am an experienced leader who have value solving problem by communicating with coworkers and client. So itulah, if you don't have this kind of experience during the university time, contohlah you tak pernah join persatuan apa ke dalam universiti, macam mana you want to prove to this interviewer later on masa interview, kan? Because after we done some program in the persatuan or society, we got the sijil semua tu. Yes, mesti ada gambar, ada project ke. So kenalah join that kind of things. Okay, kena pandai bagi kat masa. Yes, it's actually taking your time sebenarnya. If you join this persatuan, kena pandai bagikan masa, escalate the task. Actually, to being a responsible, to be a responsible person lah when you join this persatuan ni. You want to menaikkan nama persatuan, okay? Maksudnya, yes, cuba try buat some, contoh tinggalkan legacy something lah before you left UiTM Sarawak. Okay, contoh dulu Persatuan Sarawak apa, UiTM Sarawak sedar Persatuan Bahasa Korea. You start as the apa pengerusi dia ke apa ke, and then you kumpulkan apa pelajar yang minat bahasa Korea ke, belajar sama-sama. Okay, and then after that, yes, that persatuan akan dipas kepada you punya junior. So that's your legacy lah. Okay, you can proudly say that I have started blah 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 lah during the interview tu. Okay, legacy. Okay, I'm not actually the best on this explaining, because I actually mostly lost a vocabulary. But I think you get my statement here, right? Okay, next, creating a personal networks. Okay, I don't want this video to take a long time ni. Personal network, the key to finding a great job is getting your resume into the hands of the right people, and that require having a great personal networks. Okay, that's why when we join this society, persatuan, we get to know people. Sebelum ni, if you don't, because when we do some this society program, we maybe have a collaboration with library ke, atau we do the community service, interact with the ketua kampung AJK ke, something somewhere, people in the jabatan whatsoever. Okay, is right nowadays, as I said many times, is about how you knows people lah. Is somebody that you knows lah. Okay, maksudnya cable lah sini. Bahasa senang ni cable. If you don't, if you just sit around with your duduk buat katak buat tempurung kan, meaning that you don't go out, you don't interact with people, people don't know you. So how you actually want to gain advantage when you pursue goes for interview kan? Of course, if you know somebody kan, maksudnya yes, you get along ataupun have a good experience with these people, they will do some favors for you, and you also will do some favors for others who have helped you in the past. Correct or not? So personal network is an intricate web of contracts and relationship that can help we gain job leads and can provide referrals. Okay, that's why kena berbaikkan dengan pensyarah. Semua staff dalam UiTM tu maksudnya bukan setakat pensyarah, staff akademik, maksudnya staff non akademik yang bekerja dekat perpustakaan, dekat HCP, HCA, dekat kewangan, even makcik cleaner tu pun you have to tegur siapa dekat dia. Maksudnya have a good relationship, jangan pandang sebelah mata. Alright, okay, I think this one is personal network ni, somebody that you know. It's very important, seriously. Sometimes later on is somebody that you know will helps you on getting you get something lah. Alright, That's why political cable ni is very susah sikit lah, but is nowadays punya, is a world punya culture kan, macam tu, especially Malaysia. Alright, people in our network, including family, friends, people we have met at social function and people with whom you have worked and studied, can assist you identifying job leads and introducing you to others who can become a part of your networks. Even, yes, you have to get along with your seniors. Mana tahu your seniors later on have work on the well established companies ke, and then after you graduate, you go for interview, you see your senior as a interviewer. So masa tu, if you have a good relationship, you pernah join dia punya program, tolong dia punya program masa university, that's a really good advantage lah. Alright, so personal network is somebody that you know, is the things here. So strategies macam mana actually to develop a network? Of course, create an inventory of your network. Okay, actually macam sekarang ni, macam you kena ada, if you are growing up people lah, maksudnya pekerja, bukan lah, maksudnya grow up elder people, kita kena baik dengan, yes, kalau boleh kalau dalam hidup ni, you kena tahu, kena berkenalan dengan orang macam ni. Satu is a doctor, which is you can ask them anytime for medical punya issues, alright. And then you kena tahu mechanics, you kena kenal mechanic, because yes, if you have a problem with your car or motorcycle ke, later on you can ask them for favors, okay. And untuk mengelakkan you daripada kena tipu pun, if you go to another bengkel ke, okay, mechanic tadi, doctor, and of course another, you kena tahu is IT punya orang, computer punya persons, expert, which is kalau you have problem with software ke or hardware on the PC, laptops, you can ask them for advice. And of course you kena kenal dengan ustaz, and of course ustazah, kan, penceramah. Ustaz lah senang, untuk guru agama ke apa, because yes, these people yang akan you mati nanti pun, dia orang yang akan bacakan talqin untuk you ke, tolong tanam you. Okay, of course bagi nasihat for daily life lah, untuk urusan keagamaan. And after seorang lagi tu, I tak ingat apa So I kena kenal 5 orang kalau tak silap, ke 7 orang. Ada satu this kind of macam perumpamaan I'm not sure. So doktor, mechanic, IT, satu lagi lawyer, peguam, which is will help you on this legal punya issues. Okay, alright, peguam, doktor, ustaz. Okay, pandai lah. Alright, create your inventory of network. That's why they said inventory. They have classified this person. Bukan kena seorang, takkan ada seorang doktor. If doktor tu dah mati, you kena ada backup doktor A, B, B, C, D. Alright. And then of course, contact the career service office on your campus. Okay, this one if you want to get help. Okay, HEP ke HEA? I think HEP lah. They have this kind of services. Alright. And contact and join student chapter of professional organisation on campus. That's why I said this society ni. Alright, and then consider internship, of course. That's why most of the program course in this UiTM semua ada internship at the end of the study. And of course, you kena volunteer you all yourself ni to join this project amal ke, badan kebajikan, to promote or to sell yourself lah. Maksudnya get to know, to grow your network. If you just sit together, you don't do any volunteering works, how people want to knows you. See, I have one student, nanti if you kenal, ada nama dia Muhammad Firdaus Dalan ke Deraman, which is very orang Sarawak, which is very apa ni, outspoken lah, not outspoken, tapi dia memang ramah. I think sekarang ni, dulu dia buat SKT, habis dia diploma in office management, degree in office management, and because masa tu dia aktif in persatuan, okay, dia memang semua kenal lah, orang pejabat kolej dia kenal, orang dekat perpustakaan, dia kenal ustaz tu, dia selalu pergi surau, AJK surau, apa lagi. And then after that, after he graduate as the office degree tu, dia ambil buat SKT, skim khidmat pelajar, SKP for a while. And then because semua dah macam apa ni, get along with this Muhammad Firdaus ni, memang dah bagus, memang dia punya interaction with elderly people which is very good. Semua comfortable with him. So later on, I dengar sekarang ni dah ditawarkan jawatan kontrak sekarang ni belum tetap lagi kot, which is not bad lah. Sekarang nak cari kerja kat luar pun susah kan. So because yes, I think because dia punya networking with others ni, and dia punya people knows him very well lah. Okay, daripada how actually his work. Okay, so memang terus, I think from their others recommendation from orang-orang lain ni, memang terus dia dapat that contract job. Contract job okay apa, dalam 2 tahun 3 tahun macam tu, which is yes. So get volunteer and of course OSIS, you can ask Miss Us for to join. Alright. Okay, next, searching for a job. Okay, I think we really tak apa. Video ni memang agak lama sikit because this chapter is long. Searching for a job, use a variety of online tools. So you can use LinkedIn, you can use job apa tu? Job apa nama dia ni? Apa-apa je lah. Okay. Even sekarang ni, I think most of the jabatan atau this organisation use the social media as the platform to inform for job opportunities. One key to successful online searching is to use regional job site that allow us to focus your effort by geographic location. Job search apa ni? Job street, ya Allah. I think most popular from long time. Even my after diploma, I try to find a job, I use Job Street, Monster Job. But I think because sekarang ni buat je LinkedIn punya profile. From that LinkedIn profile, actually you update your profile, your details, your education background, your experience, your achievement. They will people will seek for you. Okay, maksudnya diorang akan cari you, bukan you cari diorang. They're gonna offer you job. Basically memang ada first interview session. If you do well on that interview session, they will offer you for a job lah. Okay. So before using any online source, particularly one that costs is money, and consult suitable people for guidance. I think sekarang ni tak perlukan money pun. Yes, if you require cost ni, if you have to travel to go for the place for interview lah. And I think sekarang ni mostly because of COVID punya issues, most of the interview is conducted by online. Okay, interview job sekarang ni semua pakai online. Seriously, depends lah on the company preference. Maybe they buat maybe ada 100 applicants, so they do 50 for online interview, and then they filter the they gonna shortlisted maybe 10 to have to go for actual face-to-face interview. Masa tu lagi nervous lah. So you have to do well on your soft skill communication, right? Alright, just sedikit tips on the preparing a cover letter. Of course, short letter introducing you and your resume to an interview. Format section is attention, interest, desire, and action. Okay, cover letter is an opportunity to demonstrate our writing skills. Kenapa perlu cover letter ni? Is to demonstrate your writing skill. And take care with respect to grammar, spelling, and other mechanic that could turn off a potential employer. So this one, actually you can seek for cover letter example from the internet, and you can use the Grammarly to correct your grammar, and ask the people that have experience which is I think lagi better. Okay, ada sample tu tadi, example of cover letter, you just search from internet, there's a lot. Okay, next is on the preparing a resume and other credential. I think we can skip this page. Okay, you can refer to page 200 203 for style and content and format. Even nowadays they have this kind of service. You paid for the resume punya templates, and you bayar je dekat diorang ni, diorang akan buatkan resume. You just provide all the details. Okay, pun boleh juga. No, tak ada masalah. Okay, I think nak highlight for this one, gather information. Okay, preparation from before the interview. Okay, before you want to apply any job lah, sebenarnya you kena buat sedikit research or study. Understand the job, understand the organisation. You kena get to know on the background of this company. If you are lucky, they are gonna ask you that question, and then maybe you have studied that organisation background, company background, you can answer that. But sometimes memang dia tak ask for the apa ni, company background. But ada yang tanya, mostly for the public sectors job opportunity, dia akan tanya, because they want to have people that knows dia punya mission, vision, objective of the organisation macam tu, and understand the field. Most of the time they want to know on the job ni lah, your skill to finish the job or to execute the task, right? Okay, some tips dekat sini. Present yourself as potential asset to the organizations. Potential assets meaning that yes, if they don't hire you, they are on the lose punya part lah, right? Create a good first impression. Speak with clarity and demonstrate interest. The way how you do the communication, how you speak your voice tu kena very deep kalau boleh. Good impression lah, not like too pushy, 2 weeks. Okay, make sure you have a breakfast before you go for interview. Okay, makan sikit, drink a lot of water. Breathe normally. Tarik nafas, and then after that you speak ataupun try to answer the question. Be prepared to both answer and ask question effectively during your interview. Sometimes the interview will do on this group interviews. You have to compete with others applicants ni, so that's very challenging. Okay, because sometimes you want to answer that question, that person yang have firstly answer that question have give your answer to the interviewer, so you have to think another ways, another options, another things lah to talk to this interviewer. Alright. Answering question effectively and ethically for key guideline. I think this one senang je. Offer relevant answer. Don't give a schema answer. Relevant answer with example. Substantiate your claim with evidence. That's ni I cakap tadi. And provide accurate answers. Okay, jangan bagi jawapan yang macam too general. You have to be specific. And of course, be positive. If you are, let's say you don't know the answer, you just honestly speaking to that interviewer, sorry, I not macam mana, if I cannot answer the question dulu, I cakap macam mana, sorry Miss Madam, I'm not really dig into that things or that parts. I will do the more research in the future ke apa ke. I will do after this, and if I can give you feedback after this, yeah. Macam tu lah, you kena bagi positive, meaning that alamak saya tak tahulah, macam tu lah, lantak lah, cannot. You have to be something that macam ni when they ask you a question, actually they want to knows how your problem solving skills sebenarnya tau. So in this problem solving skill, you have to give the alternative solutions to that interviewer, meaning that you got others option or plan to do that kind of thing if that plan A is not the first one is wrong. Okay, admit your mistakes ke, then try to improve in the future, macam tu. Alright, asking question effectively and ethically. Recognize that your question may indirect statement about your priorities, ambition and level of commitment. I think the question you should not ask during the interview is apa dia? Avoid over reliance on questions that focus on financial issues such as salary, vacation time, and benefits. Okay. Boleh tanya, but when you are feeling that the situation or the flow of your question tu macam akhir tu, boleh lah tanya on these financial issues. Of course nak tanya benefit, what the company will offer atau will provide if we having a accident during work time macam tu. Kena tahu juga, but depends on the situations. Okay, devise the question that elicit information about the company and or job that you were unable to obtain through your research. Okay, this one yang I said tadi, kalau you tak boleh maksudnya this is confidential punya information lah, so don't need to ask this kind of information lah. Mostly during this Q&A session, try to ask more on the job task punya things, because it shows that you are very interested to get the job atau knows the job more, alright? Macam tu lah. Okay. Sebab tu dia kat sini bagi tahu yang this salary, vacation time ni, financial ni, yes, this kind of parts is more like you want to take advantage of the company lah, which is memang betul pun, tapi avoid. Shows interested with the job task. You enjoy the job that will be offered to you later on, macam tu. And as for this career growth macam tu, development, macam mana after you've done on the part that one, what can you be in the future macam tu. Alright, that question can be asked, but for the financial ni later on, masa last boleh lah, if you are feeling that you macam dia nak bagi job tu kat aku je kan, so yes, it's okay. Alright, preparing for illegal question. Okay, prevent employment discrimination based on the race, colours, sex, religion and national origins. Okay, jangan tanya pasal bangsa, kaum apa semua. Boleh, but depend on the situation. If you feel that the interviewer is comfortable, macam not really too formal on that thing, so okay. But pasal politik pun, if they ask your opinions kan, if you macam ditanya macam di soalan macam perangkap lah, maybe they are macam mana, what's your interested, what do you think about the PN government right now kan, macam tu you have to give even you know that PN, let's say lah, this is example PN government in your perspective is doing bad, is not good. If you during interview they been ask you that question, you don't need to give your perspective. Boleh bagi yes, PN government very bad, contoh macam tu, but as I can say, try to be general lah on that kind of questions, meaning that you not too favor to other parties, because manalah tahu kan that company is favor to others punya parties, so you are on the thin line kat situ lah. Okay, faham tak? Okay, and prevent unequal pay for men and for equal work, women for equal work. Okay, tak perlu dipersoalkan ni, so the company will knows better. Illegal to discriminate either through hiring or promotion based on the pregnancy related medical issues. Okay, I think mostly this question based on the interviewer punya part lah. If you are later on to be the interviewer to the applicants ni ke. Okay, responding for illegal question, weight the severity of the violation against your desire for the job. Okay, you kena pertimbangkan lah mana baik mana buruk. Ask for clarification if you're not clear with the question. Be assertive, confirm. Okay, confirm lah if that question is strictly yes or no macam tu, and report the violation. If really macam baru ni isu apa ni, that girl yang cikgu sekolah dia on the sexual education, sexual harassment lah pasal rogol. which is very wrong kan kat situ. So I also encourage especially for the girls we feel, if they feel not safe on the kind of situation or around with that teacher, yes, just report to the authorities police. Dia dah report pada cikgu counselling, but to that still the cikgu counselling macam not really give a positive feedback kan. So they report to the police, but to viral that kind of thing, maybe ada cara lain lah lagi baik. Okay. Alright, next, the post-interview stage. After the interview, this one, wait for appropriate time. Maksudnya untuk tanya the result of your interview tu after 1 week ke. Biasanya if they don't contact you after a weeks or 2, memang for that job is not for you lah sebenarnya. Maksudnya they have the other person lah in mind. And know what you want in advance, understand the implication of taking the job. Okay, if they offer you this job, okay, if let's say it's too far from your home ke, you have to take notes you nak sewa rumah berapa kos, you want to go to the workhouse, nak kena beli motor ke, nak naik public transport, how much it will take, it will cost. Okay, get in the writing. Okay, kalau let's say they needs more information, and be tactful in your response. Maksudnya bagi yang good response lah, good feedback if you are really into that job. Wih, banyak lagi ni. Next, communication skill need on the job. Alright, workplace communication competence. Competent workplace communication effectively share information by asking and answering questions, providing feedback, and engaging in discussion with others. Okay, that's how you gonna do in the organization or company when you are hired. Engage in relationship maintenance by appropriately using humor, engaging in small talk with others, and creating positive relationship. Of course, you can get along with your colleagues. Panggil colleague senang. Pergi makan sama after you kan, biasa ada lunch time, maybe ada breakfast time ke, coffee time. Masa tu lah kena try to dig dia punya history, apa dia punya suka, apa dia punya minat. Okay, I think masa I retail tu lah, the culture is kita orang masa tu suka pergi buffet after we got payment of after we got salary at the end of the month. Mostly dia akan pergi buffet and then pergi karaoke. Memang kena join lah. If you not join, memang alamak, tak which is you not get along lah maksudnya. Susah nanti. Pergi je. Even though if let's say if you're a Muslim, okay, this is my experience lah. You're Muslim, I think macam in my group tu I 2 orang je lelaki yang Muslim. Yang lain is Indian, Chinese, Iban, Kadazan, yes, Sarawakian pun ada, Sabahan pun ada. Ada 2 orang je boy yang Islam I dengan I punya team lead. And then we go for karaoke. In the karaoke lepas tu dia ada open bottle lah, best standard lah pergi club kan. Confirm lah I tak minum dengan my friend kan. So we just order a coke, yang diorang akan minum lah. You have to be tolerate lah. Jangan macam korang ni minum mabuk kejap lagi kan, so aku tak boleh join korang. Which is macam tu you tak boleh nak get along with your colleague or your team macam tu. You kena join lah, tapi when they memang dia akan, kalau I punya kawan diorang seorang yang Sabah tu, kalau dia mabuk memang oh my god, I think you have to experience this kind of thing. In the Sarawak, I think is normal kan. I think well diverse. Masa tu just do your part lah kan. Kalau dia tak boleh drive, you drive. And then apa lagi, tolong bawa dia pergi kat rumah dia ke, tunjuk kat rumah dia ke, if dia tak boleh jalan langsung ke. Memang ada, seriously. Okay, and avoid complaining and continual display of frustration. Okay, of course, complain ni, make sure you complain to the peoples ataupun the best friend of your in the company tu, which is they do not talk at the back after that. Okay, and if you want to complain, go to the right channel. Okay, next is on the specific workplace communication skill. immediacy, they call it. It's a communication behavior intended to create a perception of psychological closeness with others. Of course, it's a smiling, reducing physical distance and using animated gesture and facial expression. Of course, the non-verbal immediate behaviors, and calling people by their name using we and language and telling stories or verbal immediate behaviors. Cerita semalam, if the guys mostly they will talk about football, bola, sepak, EPL, apa lagi I'm not sure. I think the girls will have a lot of topics to be membawang kan kat situ. So depends. Okay, tadi on immediacy. Okay, smile, get along. If you do see your boss in the way you going to your apa table ke, good morning boss. Yes, good morning. Good morning Mr. apa nama dia. Macam tu lah aku panggil. Good morning sir. How are you? Tanya lah, jangan just hi macam tu. Boleh hi je, but to be depends on how they respond lah. Okay. Of course, the next one is supportiveness, is listening with empathy and acknowledging others' feeling and engaging in dialogue to help others maintain a sense of personal control. There will be a situation when your colleague will be punished ke apa ke. You have to be the one lah to be support this your punya friend ni. Okay, don't tinggalkan dia sorang-sorang macam tu. If they leaving, you gonna get a new apa ni? New colleagues after that, which is belum tentu it's okay or not. Right, next one. Enhance supportive communication. Listen without judging. Okay, first if they complain or give some dia punya frustration ke, you just listen without judging. Okay, try to listen until they finish. If they ask a opinion, baru you give your feedback, and then validate the feelings. Maksudnya yes, you acknowledge kesian yang macam ni. I think you know lah this one. Validate the feelings, get along with the situation lah. Be sympathize to your friends and provide both informational and relational message. Okay, if let's say lah memang kenapa dia buat tu salah, you have to be the one that stress out this point lah. Actually you do this is wrong, blah 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 blah. You should first consult with blah 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 blah. Do this first. Maksudnya you have to be gentle lah to convey this informational message to this person or your friends ni. And of course be confidential. Maksudnya yes, when they are seeking you for this ni nak meluahkan something to you, maksudnya they are trusting you, so you have to be a person to be confident lah to give feedback, maksudnya give a good feedback lah to them. Okay, to overcome or settle the problem, we want to make sure the surroundings or everything in the team members is clear. And the cross-cultural skill, ask question as needed, clarify instruction or expectation, and pay careful attention to your co-workers. Okay, look, if they using new shoes ke, puji-puji lah sikit kan. Oi, kasut baru hari ni, bawa kedai lah ke apa ke. Tengok sikit benda tu. Observing them, asking question if necessary, you can learn not only important vocabulary but also skill for interacting with customers and client. Okay, if you see client or customers kan, cantik lah gelang kakak ni, macam tu. Apa lagi oh kakak ni berseri-seri lah, macam tu. You have to benda ni you kena try to macam spontaneous and normal lah macam tu. So start with your friend dulu lah, if you or your family, if you're not really comfortable with that kind of macam mana puji-pujian ya. Sebenarnya manusia ni they are really into that puji-pujian ni. Tapi jangan puji melebih lah, jangan sampai dia shock sendiri. Okay. Next one, conflict management skill, avoidance, competition, compromise, accommodation and collaboration. Okay, dia tak bagi tahu avoidance meaning that you really avoid the situation lah. And competition is a good competition, maksudnya bersaing secara baik lah dalam company. Memang some of the times later on there's your colleague very bamboo apa ni bodek boss kan, they call it. So you pun kena pandai bodek bos lah. And compromise. Okay, if you really have to deal with the situation, deal with. You have to think bad, good after your action tu. Accommodation, yes, lebih kurang macam compromise tadi. Adjust your situation. And of course collaboration lah. Collaboration meaning that have to work with others. That's why you have to be a good relationship with your colleagues ni. Help them with the macam mana kawan susah, sedikit kawan senang ramai. Macam mana you akan tahu siapa you punya kawan when you have really bad on your situation macam tu. I pun tak ingat benda ni. Okay, oh my god, customer service skill. Customer service means different things to different people. Alright, regardless of how employees understand and the concept of customer service, most providers have a goal influencing their customer behavior. So, emotional laborers, a job in which employees are expected to express certain feeling in order to satisfy organizational role expectation. I have been one time in this customer service professions, which is maksudnya if you are the customer service, people call you, meaning that these people is on the trouble, maksudnya they have some problem. You are the person they seek for this solution. So maybe on that situation they are angry, they are frustrated, so you have to be a good listeners and try to settle the problem as soon as possible. Okay, so kat sini emotional labor dia, job which should be expected to display certain feelings. Try to put yourself in that shoes of that customers too. Okay, so and then of course at the same time to make sure kita punya job tu is done accordingly lah. Alright. Okay, next is ethical and dimension in the workplace. Okay, lama dah 1 jam dah ni. Alright, kita ada this one is aggressive communication. Maybe you got this abusive supervision. Okay, when the supervisor engages sustained behavior via hostile, verbal and non-verbal message but does not rise the level to physical aggression. Memang dia cakap berapi mulut je kat situ. Dia kena dengar, memang kena tadah je, seriously. Kadang-kadang you have to bear the, dia akan mencarut lah kat situ, seriously. Memang you kena bambu teruk lah kat situ. So admit your mistakes. Macam mana cakap, because they are the boss, you have to be a good listener, bukan a good listener kat situ. You kena bambu saja kat sini. Admit your mistake and try to improve in the future sebenarnya. Alright, you don't blame others, you have to take the responsibility kat situ and shows that to the boss, the supervisor ni, that you are not repeating the mistake again. Okay, macam tu. And you are able to overcome that situation in the future. Okay. And the next one yang paling bahaya is occurs when one person is subjected to ridicule, offensive statement, teasing, social isolation, or the others abused by one or more individual or extended period of time. I think maybe some of you have experienced this bully. If this happens in the company, you can report ataupun complain to the right channel lah. Maksudnya jangan viral macam tu je. Maybe you can report to the CEO ataupun IT ke, bukan IT pula, manager yang sepatutnya lagi tinggi daripada dia. Okay, and provide some evidence why this happen to you. Okay, which is sepatutnya mostly HR lah cover this kind of thing. But if it happen in the department, the head or manager of the department will deal with this thing. Okay, you rasa macam tak still going on that bullying things, maybe you have to jump to another company. Try to find another company lah. Maybe if this situation, maybe dia orang memang tak suka you ke apa ke, so have to find another job lah, macam tu. But first try report lah. Mostly akan ada some action lah from the top management. No worries. If teruk sangat boleh report to police, but I think because the company punya things, better settle in the internal punya situation. Alright. Incivility, frequent rude behavior that may or may not have the intent of being harmful, sometimes occurs unwillingly. Ni memang agaknya dia pengotor buang sampah apa ke, so tak ada civic lah kat sini. So this one you have to directly sound lah this person. Kalau dia memang rude sangat kan, just sound directly, and maybe you can ask your friends to same lah, to encounter this person, stress out the point that yes, kau sepatutnya tak boleh macam ni ke apa. I with my friend and siapa-siapa lagi is not agree with your kind of attitude like this, macam tu ke. Depends on how you want to deal, but this kind of people memang you kena sound directly. And of course, social undermining action means to socially isolate another person from a large group, intentional and often planned. Ini memang perempuan lah selalu ni kan, tak tegur apalah. I think lelaki hari ni gaduh petang dah boleh main bola. So this one macam mana nak overcome, you kena ada, yes, you punya, kalau I is a neutral punya part lah. I'm not really into that group, into that another group. So I neutral, so they cannot pursue me to, kalau I dengar, I akan dengar dua-dua lah macam tu. But yes, if you are belong to another some of the other group ni, you kena ada you punya BFL, best friend kat situ to cover for you. So macam ni memang tak boleh buat apa lah, sorry. Okay, honesty. When you speak to others in the organization, whether for personal or professional reason, they rely on you to be honest. An individual at all level of organization have a personal responsibility to act with integrity and to be honest. And honesty is at the heart of personal ethics and must begin with open communication and trust. So have to be honest lah sebenarnya. Frankly, not cheating, not lying to the boss and to the others. Okay, if you have made a mistake, admit the mistakes. Okay, and then try to solve the problem, to clear the problem. Okay. And the next one, yes, we go to this part. Sexual harassment, unwelcome, unsolicited, repeated behavior of sexual nature. Quid pro quo sexual harassment is a situation which an employee is offered a reward or is threatened with punishment based on his or her participation in sexual activity. Macam ni, kalau kau nak naik pangkat, you kena buat bla 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 apa overnight hotel ke apa ke. So macam ni kena report this kind of situation. Okay. Hostile work environment, sexual harassment condition the workplace that are sexually offensive, intimidating or hostile and that affect individual ability to perform his or her job. Ni will reflect to touching semua ni, pegang semua ni, ada showing apa benda ke, hantar message whatever, gambar ke apa ke. This is hostile lah, maksudnya really get into our private punya life. Okay. Kalau macam ni, you have to report je to the HR, to the boss. Maybe if teruk sangat, can be report to the police. Okay, don't just silence or jangan diamkan benda sexual harassment, especially girl lah, if happens in the workplace. It's very very. Sebenarnya kita ada persatuan sekerja sorry apa tadi persatuan sekerja ke? Ada bahagian-bahagian ni lah yang boleh report ke jabatan apa dia I'm not sure. You can dig in the research on this one, in the Google Suruhanjaya Komunikasi Malaysia ke bukan? Which is okay, they will do this action on this situation. Okay, maksudnya they will do the investigation lah. Okay, which is boleh didakwa di mahkamah lah if happens, you ada bukti semua ni. Okay, sebenarnya nak elakkan sexual harassment ni sebenarnya macam mana don't be don't put yourself in the situation which will you be sexually harassed. Contoh, you kerja sampai tengah malam for the girl, you seorang-seorang alone, maksudnya kat situ tak ada kawan, seorang-seorang. Yes, you are actually expose yourself in that kind of situation. So kenalah balik awal. So kalau nak kerja lewat malam pun, you kena ada partner seorang lagi. So try to be on the public places macam tu. Jangan macam mana okay, macam tu lah. I think you are really well versed on this sexual harassment kind of things. Oh yes, finish chapter topic number 5 after 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay, thanks. Any question you can bump on the Telegram chat or group. Make some notes on this chapter. Thanks for watching. See you on another video. Goodbye. Stay safe. Bye bye.